Alright people, so I'm here with another episode of Eating Healthy with the Ruthless Ranter, and I'm going to show you how to, we're going to make fried bananas with cinnamon and whipped cream on the top. Kind of more of a dessert, but it is actually a pretty healthy dessert. So first, we are not going to use a traditional store-bought whipped cream, which has a lot of additives. We're going to make our own whipped cream. You could make your own butter too with this. It's called just organic heavy whipping cream. So we're going to use a half cup. And if you just want to make some like light fluffy butter, just stir up this heavy cream until it turns into butter pretty much. But we're going to make whipped cream, so we have to add a few other things, and those other things are sugar and vanilla. So we're going to add about a tablespoon of sugar there, maybe a little bit more there, and also about a teaspoon of vanilla. So let me just get this out here. So, I don't have an actual teaspoon measurement thing, but there are 3 teaspoons and a tablespoon, so just a little bit here on the spoon, and it should be enough. Actually, it's about a half a teaspoon actually, because I'm not making as much as you normally would, but so that should be enough there. So basically you just stir this up for a little bit until it turns into whipped cream. So I'm going to stir it up. I'm going to get a whisk out here, and yeah, I mean, just stir it, and I'm not going to show you the whole thing of me stirring it for a while, but I will show you what it will look like after. Alright people, so after stirring for about 10 minutes, we got a nice, like, look at this, nice whipped cream here. It tastes great, it looks great. And again, this is what we're going to put on our fried bananas here. So it is a little work, but it is well worth it. I mean, this is great here. And let me just show you, I actually did make butter maybe a little less than a week ago. And as you see, the butter will look slightly different, a little different there. And we are actually going to use this butter to coat our pan in, so a little different. This is a little sweeter, obviously, since we had the sugar. So there you go. This is whipped cream, this is butter. So homemade, it's great. Much better, much healthier than the store-bought version. Alright people, now that we have our whipped cream made, we are going to turn on our pan here to get ready for the bananas. Turn it on about medium heat here. So there you go. Now we're going to get 2 bananas out here. I think 2 is a good number to use. So, and now peel our banana. It's hard to peel while I'm holding the camera, but let's get my bananas out here. Alright, there's one. And the second one. Probably should have done this beforehand, but there we go. There's our 2 bananas. And we are going to just get out a butter knife. Butter knife is easy enough to cut. So we're just going to cut them really into little pieces like that about. So just like that. And the same thing with the other one. So there we go. And I also wanted to do this beforehand too, because I like turning on the pan and then getting everything ready. It really gives you a good timetable to when to put the butter in the pan, because get everything ready, and then by the time you got your bananas chopped and whatnot, then the butter's ready to go in. So like I was showing you, we do have our homemade butter here. So we're going to use a good chunk of that to put in our pan there. And then let me get out my cinnamon here. I got my cinnamon in a little thing like this, like a shaker, so it's pretty cool. So probably let our pan sit for a little bit, but like I said, got our bananas chopped up there. So let's just wait a little bit here. And again, this This almost tastes like a dessert, but I mean, in reality, it's pretty healthy. It's pretty much just bananas, cinnamon, and a little bit of whipped cream. It's nothing unhealthy, but it really tastes really sweet and really good. So, alright, let's put a little bit of our butter in here now to the pan. Maybe, I don't know, not that much. Let's see how this works here. So, move it around here. And maybe put a little bit more in here. Yeah, probably add a little more. So just get your pan coated in decent amount of butter. I mean, you don't want to add like a whole stick or anything like that, but there we go. Should be good. And now we go. I like to kind of coat the pan in cinnamon here, and be generous with the cinnamon. I mean, you want to add a good amount in, because actually once the cinnamon cooks, it actually doesn't taste like normal cinnamon. It actually tastes pretty tolerable, pretty sweet. So let's add in dropped some of the bananas there, but I know my dogs are gonna get them, but actually I'm gonna get them first. So there we go. So just add in your bananas there, and maybe a little more. I like to top the bananas off in cinnamon. I don't know why. I just like to do that. So then we're just gonna stir these for about 5 minutes, and you could tell when they're done, and I'll show you guys when they're done. So yeah, let's stir up these bananas here. And get all the, get them coated in the cinnamon that's in the pan there. So there we go. Yeah, this is pretty. The cooking, the actual cooking of these are really easy. It's quick. It takes like 5 minutes, like I said. So now that we got our pretty much all the cinnamon, they're coated in cinnamon, we're just gonna let them sit for a little bit, and then sit, stir, sit, pretty much alternate there. So yeah, I mean, I always advocate too, when you can't get organic bananas or organic fruits or whatever the hell, do get it, because you don't want all these pesticides like Ready Roundup, the stuff that is used to kill weeds is used to put on the fruits and vegetables and plants like that. So and you might say, well, if it doesn't Ready Roundup kill everything? It does, but they genetically engineer the fruits and vegetables to not get killed by Ready Roundup. So you're really eating that. So you want to try to buy organic whenever you can. And people might say, well, organic's more expensive. I mean, that is true. But I mean, if you look at bananas, regular is like 59 cents a pound, organic's like 69 cents a pound. So is that really that bad? And I mean, compared to other foods, 69 cents a pound, I mean, that's a pretty good deal compared to some other foods. So you're not really paying too much more. And there's a lot of fruits and vegetables that cost a lot that are organic, but there's other ones that are like, cheaper. So look for the cheap organic shit. There's cheap shit, and then there's shit that costs a lot of money too. So just look out. There's a lot of healthy stuff that's cheap. Don't let the people fool you that eating healthy costs a lot of money. So let's just stir these up a bit more. And as you start to stir them up more and they get heated, the cinnamon will almost take more of a liquid sort of form. I apologize. My phone ran out of. I had to delete a video. My phone ran out of video space there. But like I said, once it starts to get more done, the cinnamon will kind of get more gooey, kind of be more, kind of like, as you see there, it's kind of, I don't know how to explain that, but it's kind of more, gooey is probably the right word. But so they're almost done here. Mix them up a little bit more, and as you can see, like I said, the cinnamon is, it's definitely a different texture now. And it's almost like the bananas kind of stick together. It's like more sticky, almost like a glue. Apologize once again, my phone ran out of power again, or ran out of video space again, but like I said, they're about done here. So now we're going to just pour them into our bowl. So there you go, and as you can see, the cinnamon is definitely kind of, like I said, more gooey. It's not like it was when we put it in the pan to begin with. So now we got our finished product there, and we're going to add, like I said, a little bit of our whipped cream to the top here. And it's always good to taste the whipped cream too with your finger. Make sure it's good, and you can tell your whipped cream's done too by kind of taking the whisk and putting it in there and then flipping it upside down. And if you have some on the top, it's kind of more of a solid form like that, as opposed to more of a liquid, which I mean, if you prefer liquid. I mean, with this it doesn't matter because the whipped cream's kind of gonna probably melt a little bit, but you kind of just want to, you know, top it with a little bit of whipped cream here. And you can see it's already starting to melt because it's so hot. So, but there we go. Got a good amount of whipped cream on the top there. And yeah, it's pretty much it. It's great with a glass of milk. I got some 2% milk in the fridge. Probably going to eat it with this, but I mean, this just looks great, guys. I mean, it's really good. The cinnamon kind of almost tastes like sugar now because, I mean, you cooked it. So I don't know if it's a sugar from that. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I mean, now since the whipped cream is melted, I mean, doesn't that just look really good, guys? And it tastes great. I mean, it's really great. So, yeah, good. So. And I like it too because you get the coolness of the whipped cream because it's cool. We just made it. The heavy cream you keep in the fridge, and then you get, you know, the bananas are hot from the pan, so you kind of get conflicting, you know, not conflicting, but you get you know, 2 different temperatures. So it's really good, guys. Definitely worth, you know, all that work. I mean, it's not really too hard, but there you go, people. There's another episode of Eating Healthy with the Ruthless Ranter.